In just 7 months, a little over half a year, Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin has hit a $500 million market cap. That's $500 million in 7 months, which is insane adoption and growth. Easily one of the fastest growing assets in the crypto space right now, and it's a stablecoin no less. But what's more shocking is that the adoption of this stablecoin is about to explode tenfold. In fact, no, scratch that. It's going to explode 100-fold very, very shortly, as Wall Street banks are starting to utilize RLUSD and XRP for payments. And that's not a joke. I am not joking. I wish I was. I'm really not. BNY Mellon has just announced that they have been selected to serve as the primary custodian for Ripple's enterprise-grade stablecoin, the RLUSD. Do you understand how big that is? To those who have been calling XRP a scam for years on end, they're mighty quiet right now. One of America's largest banks, one of the world's largest custodians, somebody, a bank institution who holds over $43 trillion in traditional assets under custody and who clears and settles more than $2 trillion in payments every single day. They are now custodians of Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin, and to put this into perspective, they are settling a total market cap of Bitcoin every single day in payments, and RLUSD, which means XRP, are now directly connected to BNY Mellon, connected to this $2 trillion a day. This is crystal clear proof that BNY Mellon and Ripple and XRP are joining hands, working together to pave the way for the future of digital asset adoption at an institutional scale. And together they're going to help bridge that gap between TradFi and DeFi, and BNY Mellon, Wall Street believe that RLUSD, that XRP, is the answer to help them achieve this. You should also realize that by Ripple utilizing a trusted and well-renowned legacy US bank, by them using BNY Mellon, Ripple RLUSD will naturally become the de facto US digital dollar. It will become the new dollar-backed currency, the main one for all financial services. It will comfortably flip stablecoins like USDT, Tether, and USDC Circle, and this is why I believe that BNY Mellon, that even Hidden Road and many more, that Wall Street will send XRP to over $300 plus in as little as a month window time. Not saying in the next month, but in a span of a month period, they could definitely do that. Why? Well, I'm sure you should remember that USDC Circle went public last month. Their initial price, their IPO, is set to $30. And you can check it now, in the span of just 1 month, Circle has shot up to over $250 per share. We can see here it rose almost actually as high as 300. It did a 10x, which is absolutely insane. Right now it's just below 200, but it shot up to over $250 per share, over an 8x in 1 month. That's insane. So in theory, therefore, if and when Ripple goes public, which it may be hard for them right now due to their injunction with Judge Torres, the lawsuit, but there are Wall Street institutions and banks, the likes of DBS, for example, who believe that Ripple will be going public in 2026 next year, and they have valued Ripple at $11.3 billion as well. The point being is, if Ripple, or when Ripple goes public, increasing their adoption, their institutional reach, their capital inflows, and they are partnering with the likes of Hidden Road and a prime brokerage, and having legacy banks like BNY Mellon as their prime custodian for their stablecoin, Ripple can easily surpass what Circle did in just 1 month. Easily. And then remember XRP being used as the gas fee, the liquidity bridge for RLUSD transactions. So therefore, by that logic, BNY Mellon becoming the prime custodian for RLUSD, that also indirectly makes them the prime custodian of XRP. So it is RLUSD and XRP that will naturally become the de facto US digital dollar, the de facto reserve currency for all financial services. It will flip stablecoins like USDT, Tether, and USDC Circle comfortably, and this has already been well documented. As we can see, Hidden Road's acquisition positions RLUSD to disrupt the USDT and USDC stablecoin dominance. Here I quote, "The underlying strategic rationale supporting this acquisition with proliferation of Ripple's newly introduced stablecoin RLUSD. Ripple will begin integrating RLUSD into institutional trading flows as a way to begin to penetrate the Tether Circle duopoly, to penetrate and surpass and disrupt those two leading stablecoins. But that is not all. We can see furthermore as well in this other institutional research document, in more reports here as well, that the RLUSD will rival USDT and USDC as each stablecoin competes for market dominance. USDT has been the largest stablecoin and dominant for years. USDC has been making a quick comeback after going public last month. But now Ripple are working with Wall Street very closely, and Wall Street are using RLUSD and XRP, so there is no doubt where investor sentiment will go and where incentive will lie. It will lie with RLUSD and XRP, which have the ability to offer stronger returns to users, and it may give them that edge. And also, if there was any doubt about Ripple's connection, well, Ripple are holding their Ripple Swell event once again in November this year, and the speakers alongside the likes of Brad Garlinghouse are BNY Mellon, once again, as well as Hidden Road. But then of course you've got the likes of Citi, you've got the likes of CME, and many, many more, Franklin Templeton, and many, many more as well. This is absolutely huge stuff. 2 trillion in payments a day. Circle going public and reaching over $250 from 30 in 1 month, also insane. So again, just imagine therefore what this will mean for XRP's price, how quickly its value can explode in such a short span of time. If Circle can go public and get 250, could XRP reach 300 comfortably with these institutions backing them like BNY Mellon? Let me know down below in the comment section, and if you don't want to miss out on the incoming opportunity, come up more here in the VIP wop.com/coinfactory. From Alpha Institutional research documents on what smart money is saying to their clients, allow us to get ahead of the retail market, educational courses, trade alerts, video lectures, and so much more. Check it all out. 7-day free trial. Link down below in the description. And as always, remember, do your own research. Don't look short term, think long term. And I'll see you in the next one.